Hi there, welcome to our review of the Gozney Arc XL. This is a new piece oven from Gozney. Now before we unbox it and review it, I've got a few disclaimers. So disclaimer number one, Gozney did not send us this oven. We paid for it ourselves out of our own money. We're Gozney fans, yes, but we're also Uni fans. I mean, I love Uni's accessories, for instance, and they're based in Scotland, so maybe that makes them even there, I don't know. Anyway, we like both companies. That's disclaimer number one, paid for ourselves. Disclaimer number two, we did actually get the booster, which is a stand which comes with it. I'll talk about that in a minute, but basically it's not came yet, so we'll be sort of doing our unboxing review without that at the moment. Disclaimer number three is probably something I've forgotten, so I'll just talk a wee bit until I remember. No, disclaimer number three is that although this is a review, you can't really review a product say in a day or a week or 2 weeks or whatever. Over time is when you get a true review. You need to know how it stands the test, especially with a product like this, which is quite expensive. You need to know how it stands the test of time, really. If you look in our channel, we've done a review for the Gozney Dome, which we've done right at the beginning, and then we've done a year review, and then we've done a 2-year review. So we'll be doing the same with the Arc. In a year's time, we'll be reviewing it again, and that'll be a more, you could say, extensive, experienced review, because we'll know what it's all about and we'll know how it stood the test of time. So yeah, so that's our wee disclaimers that way. So let's see what's in the box. We'll cut some bits out so you don't need to watch us fiddling about trying to cut bits of box, and then we'll get on with it. Okay, so we're probably going to cut the edges of the box open. Like I say, we'll cut that bit out, but we'll just open it up and show you what's in the top at least. Now you've got your little booklet which shows you how to use it, so that's no use to us because we don't read the instructions. And then underneath, if I can get my fingers in, oops, don't do this at home, kids. Right, so we've got the Arc, which is under there, and look at that. It's a kind of, first impressions of the top of it, it's a kind of sort of grey, silvery black colour, isn't it?
Like a charcoal.
It does say it's an off-black oven, so there you go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to chop these corners off the box, get it fully open so that we can lift it up and have a proper look at it. So we'll do that now. Okay, so instead of you watching us struggle with a box, it wasn't that much of a struggle actually. They've designed it quite well this time compared to the Dome. I thought we'd just cut to this bit and see what we can get out of here, and hopefully we can get it out. Yeah, no problems. Number one, don't know what number one is, but hey. Number two, what's in here? Let's see what's in here later. Right, we've got this little grill which goes in the top here, just sits in there instead of having a flue. We've also got the gas regulator, and we've got this little guard here as well, which you just put in the side there to catch flame, like a little fire guard. You've also got a battery in here as well. I'll open this up just to show you a bit better. There we go, there's the guard. We'll put that in a minute. Battery, this battery is actually for the electric igniter, that's the word I was looking for. And yeah, so that's it. And you've got one more little tool here, which is actually to remove the stone, or to sort of adjust the stone. So that's what that wee tool does. Okay, so let's see what else is in here. And what else is in here, if I can get it out. It comes out quite easy-ish. I'll try not to pull the oven onto the floor, that would probably be a good idea, wouldn't it? Since we don't have our stand yet. That's just some cardboard to keep it all in place, really. There's nothing in any of these. So yeah, that's it. Really, that's how you get in it. So as you can see, you've got some little stone sort of protectors here, which we'll just pull out. We'll set this oven up now, and then we're going to talk about its features. We're going to talk about it compared to the Dome, and then we're going to make a huge pizza. So let's get on with that. Okay, so we've got it all set up now. It took about 2 seconds. We took the rubber off the stone. We put the grate on, which is really easy, just slips in, and then the little fire guard in there, that just slips in as well. If you want to change the battery, you just take this off. It's quite simple. That just comes away, and then the battery goes into the igniter, and then we can just turn it on like that. First flame, there we go. Sorry, it's a wee bit wobbly here, but there we go. And then we're just going to put it down to half flame, and then we're just going to turn the new thermometer on, and we'll just have a wee chat about it while that's heating up. Okay, so we're going to talk about the features of the new Arc first of all. Right, this is purely basic. It's an outdoor pizza oven. It's got a 20mm stone. It's got a lateral flame, just showing it comes from the side rather than all the way around, and that just rolls over the top. It's quite a deep oven compared to the dome, and although it looks wider from the opening, the dome is actually a wider oven than this one is. But you can cook like a 16-inch pizza in this. You can in this, and the reason for that is the lateral side flame, which means you've got the whole stone floor, and there's no intrusions to sort of putting your pizza in. So this is going to be great for cooking a nice big 16-inch New York style, for instance. Now, the thing about the dome is it's got like the gas coming out the floor, and because you can use wood with it as well, you put the wood on that side, so the most you can ever fit in this is a 14-inch pizza. But the thing about the dome as well is that it's got a 30mm stone floor, and it's got triple insulated, so it keeps heat a lot longer. This is a sort of great for if you just want a pizza oven. It's £700. The stand costs £99. Sorry, the booster costs £99. The stand costs £249. The stand for it is quite similar to the one in the dome, but it's not the same. So yeah, other features of this is this new thermometer, which sort of takes the heat from the stone floor, so you get a good idea of the temperature inside. But yeah, and of course it's no flue either. It's got this little grill flue, and it's gas only, so you can't cook with wood. So I've had quite a few people say, I've seen them say that why should you pay almost double for the dome when you can get this new little pizza oven for £700? Well, what I'd say to that is this is an outdoor oven. This is an outdoor pizza oven. The reason I say that is because, like I said before, this does keep the heat in a lot better. You've got a door for it. The opening's isn't anywhere near as wide. It's better insulated. And so if you want to cook bread, if you want to make cakes or anything, slow cook meat, things like that, then the dome that's the reason I'd call it an outdoor oven, even though it's technically a pizza oven, because it can do a lot more. You can even inject steam into it and use coal in it if you want, so it does do quite a lot. It's a very versatile oven. This, although you can probably do things like cook meat in it and stuff, you're never going to be able to retain the heat as well as you would in this, just because this opening is so wide. It's just going to obviously this is our sort of initial review, so we haven't tested it, but I know from experience that without the door, the dome does seem to drop in temperature quite fast, so this is going to drop in temperature even faster in my opinion. So if you want an oven just for pizza, this is going to be fantastic. I mean, it's very versatile as well. You can do Neapolitan style, you can do a big 16-inch New York pizza. If you got that Arc, which is sort of one below this, which does 14-inch pizzas, then you can obviously do nice 14-inch pizzas in that one as well. So if you're just purely after a pizza oven, this is probably the best value one out there at the moment, I would say. And this new flame that's in it, it just looks fantastic. I mean, what I would ideally like is for them to sort of update the dome like this, with the nice lateral flame coming outside, so you could have all that room inside. That's probably one of the downsides to this, but there's definitely a place for both. If you're someone who cooks every week like we do, we make pizza every week, we like cooking other things, then this is probably the one I would choose. But if you're someone who's just going to occasionally make pizza or whatever, you're a really big fan of cooking outdoor pizza, then this is fantastic. Now one more debate we get, right, is that in the dome you can do wood. This is gas only. Loads of people say there's no difference. You can't taste difference between gas and wood. Can you taste difference between gas and wood, Lisa?
I can.
I can taste difference. Does the pizza look different when
Taryn can, because she's picky.
Yeah, our daughter can.
Yeah.
Does the pizza look different when you cook it with wood to gas?
Yes.
The crusts look different. You can taste the difference between gas and wood. You can see the difference between gas and wood. I think cooking with wood is amazing. I think pizzas that are cooked with wood taste amazing. That's not to say they don't taste amazing when they're cooked with gas. They do, but I personally prefer wood cooking over gas. I think you can taste the difference. Feel free to disagree with me, but I think you can. So obviously that's another bonus to paying almost double the price for the more expensive oven. But there you go. It's kind of, I guess it just depends what you're after. Like I say, if you're after a pizza oven, this is a fantastic oven, £700. I mean, look at it. The design of it is absolutely amazing. It's a gorgeous looking thing in this soft black colour. It's huge. It's really deep. You're still not going to be able to do 2 pizzas in it, I don't think, 2 12-inch pizzas, because like I say, it's just deep, but it's not as wide as what the dome is. The dome you can almost do 2 12-inch pizzas in. This Arc, it's going to be one, but you can do one massive 16-inch pizza or 12-inch, 14-inch. It's going to be very versatile for pizza, and I really can't wait to try it out. So, do you think I've covered everything? I don't know. I think I've covered everything so far. We've unboxed it. We've told you how much it costs. We've compared it to the dome. There's only one thing left to do, I think, and that's to cook a massive 16-inch New York style pizza in it. So we're going to let it get up to temperature, and then we're going to do that.
I was going to add something.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
That's all right. The big Gozney one.
Yeah.
You say about sort of like cooking with wood and stuff. It takes a lot more preparation to do that as well. So if you don't want, obviously, the preparation side of thing, or setting fires and making sure it gets up to temperature with a fire, because it doesn't always go right, then I'd say gas would be an easier option.
Easy use.
And obviously you've got to pay for the wood as well.
Yeah, exactly. So easy use, I suppose gas is very
bit more
convenient. But for the love of cooking with wood, the romance of it all, wood's better. So anyway, let's cook that 16-inch New York style pizza. Okay, I forgot to mention, we bought this oven from Alton Stones. Now, we didn't want to risk trying to buy it from Gozney because they sold it in 2 minutes. So luckily, we thought ahead. We saw a post from Alton Stones who said you can pre-order them. So we managed to pre-order it. And it came not much later than Gozney sent them to the people who bought them from the website. So yeah, great service, great communication throughout as well. So yeah, we're pleased with them. We'll use them again. Anyway, we're going to make a 16-inch pizza. We've never made the 16-inch pizza before. But we've got a dough ball. We've used our normal dough. This is a 315 gram dough ball, so it's pretty huge. Hopefully I can get it out of here. It's previously been frozen, this one. But it's our normal sort of dough. It was made over 3 days actually, this dough again. So 2-day dough recipe from our channel, but we left it in an extra day. So it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Defrosted. Like I say, I've never made a 16-inch pizza before. We've got a 16-inch peel here. This is a uni peel. Gozney doesn't sell 16-inch peels, and I've yet to order a DI metal peel, so we're going for the uni one today, and I'm going to just put it straight on the peel to make it, because I have no idea if it's going to go right or not, because like I say, we've never made one this big before. So the dough is fantastic though, so we've no worries in that respect. It's already looking pretty massive, isn't it? So we'll try not to rip it. And it should. Look how well this dough's stretching. Look at that. Look at that. Right, we'll put the toppings on, and then we'll stretch it out a wee bit more, because why not? But it's looking pretty big, isn't it? pretty huge. Right, okay. Let's get some sauce on. We're just going to make a margarita, so get some tomato sauce. And then we've also got some hard cheese, and we've got some grated mozzarella, and we've also got some normal fresh fleur de latte mozzarella as well. So we're well going for it with the cheese, but we just thought we'd try and make it nice and tasty for you and see what it comes out like in this brand new Gozney Arc XL. So there we go. Nice spread of sauce there. But we'll just put that away. Got our hard cheese. This pizza's so massive. Do you reckon that's already 16 inches?
I don't know. It looks bigger if you're not looking through a screen, I've got to say.
Yeah, it's certainly massive.
It is.
Huge. So yeah, we'll call it 16 inches. We'll try and move away some of the Samoa as well. That's what we like about our GI metal peels, that you're able to get the Samoa just falls out the bottom once you put it on. But obviously the problem with the wooden ones is that you can't really get rid of the excess Samoa that might be under the pizza. But the good thing about them is the dough doesn't stick to the wood, apparently. This is our first time using this 16-inch peel from Mini, because we've never actually had an oven that would fit a 16-inch.
Like a double review then.
Yeah, it sort of is. Yeah. We can sort of review this Uni peel, which is actually looks quite nice, to be fair. That's looking like a nice pizza, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Looks very nice. Okay, so we'll put a bit of basil on, I think, as well, because why not? Just put a bit of basil on. Oops, that's more than a bit, yeah. Just spread it around a bit. There we go. Basil. Wee bit over here, wee bit over there. There we go. This is a huge pizza. Right. Okay, we're just going to put a little bit of olive oil on it, and then we're going to put it in the oven. Okay, so we've got our huge 16-inch pizza here. What we're going to do, let me just come round. Let me just turn that round. And I'll come round.
Preparation for the launch.
Okay, right. As you can see, the arc is at a temperature of 468 degrees, so it's absolutely roasting. So that flame's going off completely. Right, so the flame's gone off, the oven is roasting. We're going to put the pizza in because we're doing New York style. We don't really want it to cook too fast, so we're just going to put it in, dust off any extra Samoa. Look, it fits in perfectly. Like I say, I've never used this peel before, but there we go, no problem at all. So we'll let that cook, and then we'll see what it comes out like.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I will say about this cooking is there might be the occasion where we put the flame back on if the temperature drops down quite fast, but we're just going to see how it goes on. We might need to just put the flame on probably a small heat, or maybe even the big heat, just to sort of brown the crust, but let's just see how it goes. I've kept it round, have I? Okay, so the pizza's ready. It looks absolutely fantastic. Look at that. We did lose a bit of shape because it's the first time I've used that peel, but look how crunchy that is. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at the base, wonderful, totally New York style, huge 16-inch pizza. It looks absolutely delicious. The temperature of the oven is still at 412. Remember, it was at 470 3 minutes ago, so it is dropping down. We did put the flame on a low flame, just so that we could brown it off. But one thing I will say about this flame is you can actually control it really well. In the dome, you kind of got a small flame, big flame. This one, it actually lets you turn it up and down quite well and let you control it quite well. So that's really nice. It's a great idea. It works well. And look at that pizza. We'll just come round. It looks absolutely delicious, and I can't wait to try it. So let's do that. Okay, this is a proper, I've never had a New York slice because I've never been to New York, but I can imagine This is just, right, there we go. Is that New York size? Look at that.
It's as big as your head.
Look at that. Look at the base. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Whoa. That is amazing. It tastes so good. It's so crunchy and it's just brilliant. How's that for a first cook in a new oven? Proud of ourselves. So there you go. We love the Arc already. It can do New York 16-inch style pizza. It's brilliant. It's got a fantastic flame. It's got a lovely design. It's nice and deep. All we need now is we're going to get a different peel, probably a 16-inch GI metal peel with the little holes in it, so that we won't have the Samoa all gathered on the bottom. But apart from that, it's wonderful. That's actually had a really nice peel as well, didn't stick. So yeah, we're pleased. We're pleased. It's fantastic. We'll make more pizzas in it, of course. We'll
add it to the family.
Yeah, we'll add it to the family. We'll mix between the two, show you what it can do. But in the meantime, we hope you've enjoyed this initial review. And we'll see you next time. Bye.